Dillon Brooks destroyed the Lakers all by himself.
Now the leak out, and Brooks is all alone. Dillon Brooks owning Los Angeles.
And LeBron got so frustrated about it that he completely threw his team's game plan out of the window.
And a timeout call by JJ Redick. Just not happy with what he's seeing right now.
Plus, we got a couple of insane endings and one big revenge game for AD against the Joker. But we gotta start in the City of Angels, where the Lakers hosted the Suns on a second night of a back-to-back. But that didn't bother Luka, who picked up right where he left off.
Doncic, another one. Doncic in that short corner. Brooks accepts the assignment. Doncic says, I don't care, give me two.
How do you guard that from just about everybody right here in this first quarter?
Doncic step away. His response, he buries the triple.
24% from three in the month of November. Too good of a player to stay in that for long.
Again, Luka Doncic is money.
Doncic is ready to go at all times. He's like a plug-and-play. 20 points in 12 minutes for the guy who leads the league by far in scoring in the opening quarter. Every team needs a fire starter like that. And for Phoenix, you know who that is.
Three-player action that involves Luka, Austin, and LeBron when they are on the floor together, as you saw there.
Yeah, regardless of what your team is.
Brooks finds the open space for two in the win over New Orleans. A win that the Lakers led by nearly 30 earlier in the game as Dillon Brooks continues to show off his full arsenal.
Dillon Brooks didn't let the Suns fall back as he and Booker counteracted Luka's performance and the game was tied after one. But near the end of it, D-Book fell down with a groin injury and had to leave the game. So without their superstar playing on the road against a complete Lakers roster, you would expect for the Suns to fade off, right? Wrong. It was the perfect setting for Dillon to put on his villain mask and start hunting.
Looking for his own.
Right on cue.
It's just he's going to have to be.
Brooks finds the streaking Williams. Fast break perfection and a 7-0 run to take a 1-point lead. O'Neal got caught. Brooks again. Dillon, the villain, living up to his name on the road.
Brooks was everywhere, backing down defenders, hitting mid-range shots, running the transition for his team, really showcasing his full arsenal in the second quarter.
Intercepted. Bouye. Numbers. Brooks running. Brooks to the rim. Up and under. Goes down. Brooks. Bottom. A three for Dillon Brooks.
It's at the half.
Doncic looking for the contact, doesn't get it. Tried to take that 2 for 1.
Yeah,
now the leak out, and Brooks is all alone. Dillon Brooks owning Los Angeles.
What is going on? Dillon outran the entire Lakers team on numerous occasions, creating easy scoring opportunities. He exploded with 15 of his 33 points in the period and single-handedly took over the lead in the game. His energy is contagious, and leading by 14 in the third, he wasn't done stating his case yet.
Fend off, back down, fade, put it down, and one. Dillon Brooks can do no wrong.
To impact the team defensively, but the Lakers just lack energy and are lethargic tonight.
And Dillon Brooks has an abundance of energy. He's like the Energizer Bunny right now.
He's going to use that ball screen just to overload it.
And Brooks makes him pay.
Knecht, Reaves, Laravia, it didn't matter who was guarding him. Brooks was cooking everybody. At one point it got so ugly that LeBron James decided to blatantly quit on his coach's plate just to talk and set things straight with the Suns bench. Despite JJ yelling at Bron to join the play, he didn't listen, so Redick was forced to call a timeout. After all, it's LeBron James who's at that point in his career where he can probably leave the game if he wanted and still get away with it. It was just a bad look, that's all. Funny thing is, despite all the shenanigans and game being pretty much decided till that point, JJ had to keep James playing just for him to get 4 more points.
With the Nuggets as a pseudo-rookie before officially becoming a rookie. And there it is, LeBron James does get to double figures with a step-back 3-ball.
Boom! LeBron hits the 3 to narrow the gap to 22 points, but more importantly, keep his iconic stretch of scoring 10 plus points alive and well. On the next time out, he was naturally subbed out, and Colin Gillespie going nuclear in the final period didn't help the Lakers either.
Gillespie again? Yes, sir! Colin Gillespie Gillespie
kept the Lakers off the foul line. LA is second free throws made and attempted as Gillespie makes another three.
Here's the play. Goodwin drive, bounce, Gillespie. He is crafty.
At the end, it was a total beatdown, and Coach Redick had a lot to say about the bad loss.
Very simple. You know, the talked about it before the game to you guys and to the team. If you don't play hard against that team, you're going to get exposed. So, you know, you multiple times in the first half, we have a numbers advantage in transition on the defensive end, and guys just run by us. We talked about matching their physicality. Didn't do that to any extent at any point in the game.
And when Brooks got asked about his confrontations with LeBron, he said this.
I'm still rising.
Was it so he took offense to you talking to him, or I mean, because he hung around?
Always. He likes people that know to bow down. I don't bow down, so.
Ooh, that was a bold statement, just like the game he just had. Moving on to Detroit, where the Pistons got into another tight finish at the end.
Runs into a Kongwu, hits the deck, no call, Johnson has it. Jalen steps back, fires over Harris, he's got the three! Jalen Johnson. The first 3 quarters, only one of the 4, Cunningham with a tough fade.
Down by 2 in crunch time, instead of responding the way they did all game long, the Hawks turned the ball over 2 times in a row, and the deficit grew to 6 points in the blink of an eye.
And Alexander Walker lost a handle. Pistons running. Duran, reverse jam.
However, Jalen Johnson and Nickeil Alexander-Walker quickly erased their errors because
Jalen for 3 to cut it in half.
Great recognition and advance the ball by Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Jalen to the corner, Nickeil with Stewart flying at him, swish!
bang bang, with back-to-back threes, Atlanta ties the game. So with a minute left to play, all eyes are on Cade Cunningham.
This is when he's at his best. The Hawks need to meet him defensively. Dyson's on him. Cunningham from 16. 16 points for Cade.
On the other end, the Hawks go to Onyeka Okongwu.
Kicks to the corner. Okongwu for 3. That's off the mark.
He misses the three-point shot, and now Daniel starts to chase around Cade. But watch what happens.
Cunningham drives in. Pistons by 4. Timeout Atlanta with 17 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Cunningham snakes through the entire Hawks defense all the way for the reverse layup at the end. That was a video game move. Unbelievable. He put his team up by 4 points, and all they need now is to stay calm at the end.
Jalen, not a lot of time to waste. Turning, firing. Nickeil misses. The rebound belongs to Detroit.
Atlanta fails to respond, and they send Caris LeVert on the line, who miraculously missed both free throws, keeping the Hawks theoretically in the game.
Rebound comes out to Nickeil. Racehorse down the floor. He gives it up to Jalen. He gives it back to Nickeil. 3 is good with 1.2.
Nickeil drains the 3, but there's only 1.2 on the clock, and from this point on, the finish turns into a fairy tale for kids.
It's going to be a miracle any way you cut it. Cunningham throws it in the backcourt. They play keep away and run out the clock. And the Hawks fall by 1 point here. Well, hold everything. We're not done yet. There's going to be a review.
Illegal contact occurred with 0.4 on the game clock. Therefore, the game clock will be reset to 0.4.
Missing. Expect him to probably miss the shot.
He does. Hawks got a timeout. Hawks got a timeout. There's going to be 0.1 remaining in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can foul a player, miss a free throw, and call a timeout while in the air all in 1 second. The clock probably should have expired even before they fouled Jenkins. But luckily for us, we got a chance to see a miracle.
Miami a few weeks ago win a game with 0.1 with a backdoor pass to Andrew Wiggins.
Kennard shoots it. The tip, no, and that game is over. As Thompson and Onyeka tangled under the basket, and the Pistons hang on to win it 99-98.
Moving on to the Bucks, who didn't think that this game would become interesting as well after leading by 16 at one point, and they would come in a situation to save themselves against the Wizards.
Giannis with a handoff to Rollins. Rollins throwing it up. Giannis slams it home. Guarding the technical ball, 5 on the shot clock. Here he is trying to get downhill. That finger roll is good.
The Greek Freak keeps his team up by 3 with little time left to play. But remember good old Chris Middleton, the sharpshooter Giannis won a title with? Well, he was on the other side of the floor, turning back the clock like it's 2021.
CJ, under a minute to play.
There he is.
Middleton. Yes! Wizards take the lead!
Middleton connects on 5 straight points to take over the lead. And after Antetokounmpo got fouled and managed to only hit 1 of 2 free throws, the Wizards turned to CJ McCollum.
CJ, 2 on the shot clock. CJ for 3. Yes! As time expired on the shot clock.
CJ drills the 3 from the wing to make it a 2-possession game. So, trying to get the ball to Giannis on the next play, the Bucks crack under pressure.
Ryan to Antetokounmpo. Got that split action Turner. Back to Giannis. Bilal with the steal. And rim rocks. Show the emotion, Bilal, as the Wizards faithful.
Whoa, Giannis could have hurt Coulibaly with that push from behind. Anyway, the young Frenchman was able to seal the comeback win for his team with a bang and shocking Milwaukee Bucks in that process. Next, we go to Denver for the matchup between the Nuggets and the Mavericks, where Nikola Jokic was dominating early as usual.
Down the lane, give it to Jokic, and he lays it up and in. Hardaway Jr. coming off a 23-point performance. Jokic in the lane. He puts it up and in over Anthony Davis. Hudson, he cuts through. Over to Jokic. Jokic lets a 3 go, and he's been hot, folks. Nikola Jokic.
Listen to this. Before this game, the Joker won 12 of his last 13 meetings with Anthony Davis. Knowing that, AD decided to put an end to his reign right then and there.
Position. Now Davis. Corner of the key jumper is good. Cooper Flag's got it. It's the last time Denver scored. Anthony Davis lays it in. 53 all, 140 to go. And Cooper Flag no, but the follow by Davis is good, and Dallas has its first lead of the night.
Shooting a perfect 4 for 4 from the field in the second quarter, along with his little fella Ryan Nembhard, Davis was able to turn the game over in Mavs' favor. And in the second half, the dynamic duo continued doing damage.
Cooper Flag. Good passing, Nembhard wide open again. They had 2 guys wide open.
You got 2 guys flying at the shooter. That's what do.
Yeah, 7th against Dallas. Nembhard heat check and rattles in another one.
See, I'm telling you, I saw this coming.
Andrew's little brother had himself a ball game with 28 points and 10 assists on 86% efficiency. That's elite. Seeing that, AD was ready to guide his team to victory in the final period.
Davis right by Val. And scores it. He's awfully quick for Valanciunas. Spencer Jones. 110-106. Anthony Davis. Oh, it's just a scoring fest, is it not?
Oh, we could have had a charge.
Flag inside, no, and Davis finishes up.
That right there is when...
With 32 points, 13 boards, and 2 blocks on 56% shooting, Davis has finally won a game against Jokic. NBA players are different animals where they have a motive. And we saw the same thing with Luka Doncic against the Pelicans. The rookie Fears fouled him hard, so Luka went all out on his team. I documented everything in this video, so check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.